What's up, YouTube? This is Carrie from Side Tripping with Carrie, and today we are in Carson, California at the Lincoln Memorial Cemetery, or Lincoln Memorial Park Cemetery, and we're visiting the final resting place of Dudley Dickerson, who, if you're a Three Stooges fan, you know exactly who he is once you see him. But he was a character actor, comedic actor, prevalent in the 30s, 40s, and 50s. All right, kind of a view from the part of the cemetery near Dudley's final resting place. Now, Dudley Dickerson was born in 1906 in Chickasha, Oklahoma, which I learned that correct pronunciation from Mrs. Side Tripping with Carrie, who is from nearby Lawton, Oklahoma. So Dudley was like I said, a comedic actor. He he was active during a part where, quite honestly, African Americans, there just wasn't much for them to do outside of kind of these demeaning janitor, hospital orderly, cooks, those type of roles. Some of his contemporaries that you guys might remember are Mantan Moreland and Willie Best. And you know, these guys, I don't know, I know I did another video on Aquanetta where we talked about passing and how that's kind of an uncomfortable subject for a lot of African Americans. Well, so is what's known as cooning, where, you know, look, these guys, it was all they could do. I understand that. Back in the 30s, 40s, and 50s, they weren't going to let an African American actor like, say, somebody wear a costume now, like Denzel Washington, play those kind of roles in Hollywood back then. It just wasn't going to happen. But I will say this for Dudley. Dudley was funny, and for the little bit of the little bit of roles that he had, he did as much with them that he could do, and I got to give him props for that. I mean, some of it, I watch things now and I just laugh. And you know, probably his, like I said, his best known collaborations were with the Three Stooges. You know, he did a number of shorts. Hold That Lion was really funny. You know, and I think the Stoogeaholics will know which came first. But there was a point where this lion, you know, you'd have to watch the short, and I'm sorry I can't post it because it's not one of the Stooges shorts that's in the public domain. But you can find it on YouTube. I'll put up a link. But there's a point where this lion is like ripping at Dudley's backside while he's trying to jump out of a train, and he goes, you know, he's like, "Help! I'm losing my mind." And Mo does it. They said that Mo did it first in some other short, but it's my recollection, I think Dudley did it first. But the production notes say that everybody was laughing so hard when Dudley did it. I mean, it just stuck. It was funny. But I'll do my best Dudley impression. It was in another one of the shorts. I can't remember the name of it. I think it was A Plumbing We Will Go, which was remade. I didn't realize this until I kind of started really looking into it. The Stooges would, like, the production company, I should say, Columbia Pictures, would just rehash the same plots and use bits and pieces of the shorts over and over again. So, you know, there was this one where Dudley was a cook, and he's trying to make a dinner for this fancy dinner party that's happening at this house that he works at. And the Stooges are hooking up the plumbing to the electrical wires, or the, you know, the pipes that hold electrical wires normally. So it's wreaking havoc in the kitchen with light bulbs and faucets and everything else. And Dudley goes, "This house is sure gone crazy." And so that's my Dudley impression. I hope you guys liked it. But right here is Dudley's final resting place at Lincoln. hope you guys can see it. It's a little bright over here, and the stone is pretty old. Dudley was laid to rest in 1968 here at Lincoln. He's laid to rest next to his sister, Alice, and it says beloved uncle. And Dudley kind of retired from the business, from the motion picture business, in about 1959. His last credited role was Alligator People. And after that, he worked 10 years for Aerojet General Corporation. That's what it was then known as. Today it's known as Aerojet Rocketdyne. And it's still in operation here in Southern California. And unfortunately for Dudley, passed away age 61 of some type of brain ailment. It was either brain cancer or a brain aneurysm, something along those lines. But he was gone too soon. But he's very much beloved by his family and by Stooge fans, Little Rascals / Our Gang fans, just old Hollywood fans in general, because the man, you know, it was a bad time. It's an unfortunate time in our history where African-American actors and actresses had to play the type of roles that they had to play. They were so limited. But with that being said, Dudley did the best comedy-wise with what he had, with what he was given. So rest in peace to Dudley and his sister Alice. And guys, that's going to end it for me. If you like the video, please give it a like, please share. I'm still on my quest to get to 500, so I appreciate your help on that. We'll see you on the next one. Headed back to Phoenix.